Hello world, welcome to the world of Peter Igofori and Rasa. As usual, we try to make sense that's beyond common sense. Our focus has been on relationship and helping young people and couples and intending couples get out of their own way of bliss in terms of relationship and other aspects of their life. Today we'll be discussing self-sabotage. What are the ways you are self-sabotaging yourself? What are the ways you are ruining your relationship without even knowing? What are the ways you are your own devil? So the first thing we want to talk about is role allocation. When you give a role to a person that is not theirs to function or not theirs to carry out, is the first rule of sabotage. When you give a role to a man that is not his, for instance, you give a human being a role that is of a God, he's bound to fail. Let me start by saying, when it comes to things like happiness, no one is responsible to make you happy. You are the chief producer, chief manager of your own happiness. Because no one can make you feel happy without your cooperation or your permission. You can be doing the best for a person. If the person is not interested in that thing you're doing, all your efforts will go to naught. So you must realize that there are roles that you can give a person that will make the person fail. For instance, you expect that it's your spouse that will make you happy. That's sabotage. Your spouse can do things to contribute to your happiness, but the main person responsible for your happiness is you. So whenever you're looking for someone to blame about your present state of unhappiness, first of all, look at the mirror. It's you. You are the first person. Then you cannot bring your spouse in. Because the truth is, I've met couples who one person is doing everything to make this other person happy, but they are not happy. Why? That brings me to my next concept of sabotage. Another concept of sabotage is expectation. It's like writing an exam with a different marking script. When someone comes into a relationship with a kind of expectation that is unrealistic, no matter what you do, you will fail. You will fail not because you didn't try. You will fail because they are judging you with a different script. It's like you writing mathematics, a type A, and they're using a type B marking script to mark that. The result will be failure. So expectations, when they are unrealistic, becomes a problem. When you go into a relationship with unrealistic expectations, as long as the expectations are unrealistic, there will be a problem. Secondly, when you have expectations that you do not communicate, nobody will go into your mind to know what's going on. Most classic example you will find is that you ask a lady, what's the problem? She will say nothing. You ask a particular guy, what's the problem? You don't look happy, you are nothing. The word nothing could mean a lot of things. Nothing could mean nothing to say, nothing you could do about it, nothing I want to talk about now. But you see, as long as you keep saying nothing, don't feel bad when the person does nothing, because your answer is nothing to the question. And when you say nothing, the person is likely to do nothing. But most time, what you will notice is that when the person doesn't respond, you feel bad. Why? But if they asked you and you said nothing. So uncommunicated expectations could also be the problem. People are not designed to be mind readers. That is not, even if the person has the gift of the Spirit, God didn't give him that to be reading your mind, even if he's that blessed. So learn to communicate, learn to express yourself. Another reason why people have sabotage in their relationship is their definition. Very close to expectation is definition. What is definition? What do you see this thing as? So if you see a particular thing as in a particular way, you define it that way. Once your definition is wrong, your solutions the things that will come out of it will also be wrong. For instance, if your definition of a relationship is a cash out system, you see relationship as a place where you go to take. Some people feel relationship is a place of taking. But the truth is, relationships actually is a place of giving. The best relationships and marriage are relationships and marriages where you have two givers, two believers, and two forgivers. Are you ready to give? Are you ready to believe? Are you ready to forgive? What's your definition? If you feel it's all about, some men feel relationship and marriage, especially marriage, is about childbearing. So when they are in a relationship and the woman is not able to give birth, it becomes a problem. So the truth is, what's your definition? And before you go into a relationship with a person, find out their own definition. You need to know what you're doing, because like the Bible says, two persons cannot work together until there is an agreement. I'll see you next time.